It's been a lifetime, a moment,
That's kind of exciting.
Where's Claude?
7 decades in the making.
I really am trying not to cry. I know you do.
God, so good to see you. Oh, what a beautiful.
Oh, it's sweet. It's a sweet story. They haven't seen each other in 70 years.
Yeah,
Their spouses have passed, they have grandchildren. Marita survived brain and lung cancer.
Well-
So much to talk about.
I was so fortunate to a little old farm kid from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, he was a tall and very handsome and a good dancer.
This story will not end with a wedding. These two long-lost lovers are going to keep things simple and just stay friends.
I'm just glad to see him again. And the fact that we are both
This is the happiest day of my life.
Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
That just brought a smile to my face.
Yes, very, very sweet. So 70 years, that's a long time.
That is, in fact, a lifetime.
It is. Some people it definitely
Yeah.
is. All right, let's take a quick look outside. I'm going to get you ready for a weather alert day and my first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, Yakima County Fire District 5 is reaching out to the community for help in this year's local general election. We'll tell you what they plan to use the upcoming bond for next. And Walla Walla police have made an arrest in a suspected arson case that took place back in August. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning. I had to bundle up on my way here. I was so cold.
Well, you'll have to double up tomorrow morning because it'll be even colder. Yes. Let's take a look outside. Let me get you ready for a weather alert day and shower activity in much of our areas this morning. Much of it is moving along, still active in the Blues and in parts of the Mid-Columbia. But our weather alert day is due to freezing temperatures, or at least near it, overnight tonight and really through next week. So it's the first freeze of the year. We would just want to get you prepared for that. So shower activity still rumbling through half of our area, still remaining along the Blues. Tri-Cities area, we're almost out of it, if not already out of it. Hermiston seeing a little bit of heavier cells coming through in the last hour. We even saw a lightning bolt over into western part of the Cascades. So for our areas today, morning showers followed by, you could see a scattered shower or two, but cool temperatures continuing. Mid-40s for Yakima, mid-40s in our evening, but still lower 50s are high for the Tri-Cities area and lower 50s as well for Walla Walla. But we have a freeze warning for all of our areas overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So freezing overnight or at least near it. Even cooler highs today, scattered showers possible. I'll get you ready for all of that in my first alert weather forecast coming up. But right now we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. According to Yakima County fire officials, District 5 has reached a point where their outdated buildings and equipment can no longer keep up. Now they're asking voters to approve an $18 million bond on the November 7th ballot. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to the fire chief, who says that money could make valuable changes to department equipment and in turn save more lives.
Yakima County Fire District 5 covers all of the lower Yakima Valley, excluding municipalities, and has been doing so since it formed in 1947.
We have never, in all of that time, gone out to the public and asked for a bond issue.
But with their current levy, they don't have the money needed to replace aging equipment, renovate outdated stations in Zilla, Hera, and Parker, and purchase important safety equipment their firefighters need.
We've been about 22 years of that 1% cap on our revenues, and we're falling farther and farther behind every year.
Now they're asking voters to approve an $18 million bond over 20 years so they can fix the problems instead of being forced to make do with what they have.
Firefighters are great at MacGyver solutions.
Like using the space behind their fire trucks at the Zilla station for training, since they don't have an actual room for it.
You'll see firefighters sitting on the tailboard of the fire trucks, folding chairs, sitting around or whatnot. And if we need more room than that, we have to pull fire trucks out of the fire station.
Or how they try to remove carcinogens like asbestos and diesel exhaust or medical products from their clothing and skin that can make them sick without having modern decontamination facilities.
If you can't decontaminate at the fire station, that means you're taking those carcinogens home and exposing your families to them, be it your husband or wife or your kids. And we just don't want that. We can't have that happen.
It's an added burden in a job that's already stressful, and only about 24 of the district's employees get paid for. Most are volunteers who are in short supply.
We'd like to see about 250 volunteers within our fire district. And today we have about 137.
Plus, their call volume up 22% since 2015, and relying on volunteers means it takes longer to respond, especially in the middle of the night.
They have to get up from their beds at home, have to get dressed, drive to the fire station, get their protective equipment on, and then respond out to the call.
Up to a half hour instead of the 10 minutes it might take if they had the sleeping quarters needed to be able to assign overnight shifts.
Fire doubles very quickly. It doubles in size, every few seconds. And so the difference between 10 minutes and 15 minutes is tremendous. It can be the difference between saving a structure. It can be the difference between life and death.
The fire chief says they need the $18 million bond to make changes necessary to keep their firefighters and the public safe. And the cost for voters to make it happen, 28 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value.
If you have a property that's worth $300,000, it would cost you approximately $7 a month, or about $84 a year.
They're holding open houses this week at those 3 stations so voters can see firsthand what they deal with every day and understand why they're asking for help. In the Lower Yakima Valley, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
We have all the information on the open houses on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. 33-year-old Matthew Hammond of Walla Walla has been arrested and booked into the Walla Walla County Jail on probable cause in connection with a fire at 409 West Reese Avenue on August 7th. A DNA sample collected from the crime scene returned from the Washington State Crime Lab, matching Hammond's DNA, which was already on file from a previous felony conviction. On October 24th, Hammond was located and arrested for arson in the second degree, burglary in the second degree, and malicious mischief in the second degree. Other fires in the area over the past several months are still being investigated. The sentencing of Gabriel Valdez took place yesterday after a guilty plea to 2 counts of rape of a child in the first degree. Valdez was first charged in November of 2017, and a nationwide warrant was issued for his arrest after he failed to appear in court in 2019. In 2020, Valdez was found and arrested in Louisiana and extradited back to Benton County. Yesterday, Valdez was sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of release after 236 months. A Washington state lawmaker was arrested on a gun charge at Hong Kong International Airport Saturday in an incident that he says was an honest mistake. Republican State Senator Jeff Wilson appeared in the Sha Tin Magistrates Court on Monday and was granted bail. He said he did not remember he had packed his pistol in his briefcase. He and his wife were traveling for a 5-week vacation to Southeast Asia. According to a statement on Wilson's website, baggage screeners failed to note the firearm when he passed through airport security in Portland. Wilson said he, quote, discovered the weapon mid-flight between San Francisco and Hong Kong. When the plane landed, he immediately told Customs about the issue. Authorities charged Wilson with possession of a firearm without a license. The offense is punishable by up to 14 years in prison and a fine of more than $12,000. Wilson is due back in court in Hong Kong on October 30th. He noted in his statement that his pistol is registered in Washington State and he holds a concealed pistol license. The off-duty pilot accused of trying to shut down the engines of an Alaska Airlines plane mid-flight was in court Tuesday, facing 83 counts of attempted murder. 44-year-old Joseph Emerson has reportedly admitted to authorities what he tried to do, but claims he was on drugs at the time of the incident. Court documents released Tuesday say Emerson told officers he was having a nervous breakdown and he had not slept in 40 hours. Emerson allegedly denied he was on any medications, but allegedly told authorities he had taken psychedelic mushrooms before the flight. At the Port of Portland Police Department, Emerson allegedly waived his right to an attorney, saying, quote, "I'm admitting to what I did. I'm not fighting any charges you want to bring against me, guys." The federal charge, if convicted, carries a possible sentence of 20 years in prison. The first of a pair of local traffic alerts, this one affecting drivers in West Richland. According to the Benton County Facebook page, Highway 224 between mileposts 5 and 6 in West Richland is closed this week. The closure is intended to allow crews to conduct utility work. A detour sends traffic to Paradise Way, Keene Road, and Rupert Road. The highway is scheduled to reopen Friday evening. Starting at 9 a.m. today, city contractors will begin paving Gage Boulevard and Steptoe Street in Kennewick. Work will cause temporary single-lane and double-lane closures on Gage, and both southbound and northbound full-stop closures on Steptoe until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Northbound Steptoe Street will be closed at Tucannon Avenue, and southbound Steptoe Street will be closed at Victoria Avenue. Tomorrow, work will require northbound and southbound Steptoe Street closures between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Detours will be in place and drivers can expect delays. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
It's a weather alert day with freezing temperatures, or at least near it, overnight tonight for all of our cities. I'm going to get you ready for that. Also, I'll let you know when this morning showers will come to an end. That's coming up in my first alert weather forecast.
Plus, a new study reveals that the Dobbs decision may have had the opposite effect it intended after a report releases the number of abortions that took place in the United States last year.
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet returns to Yakima. The Christmas tradition your family will treasure forever. Experience dazzling performances from the international cast, enchanting costumes, and whimsical giant puppets. Get tickets at nutcracker.com.
Bruno! Bruno! Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $389 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Paws Natural Pet Emporium is proud to be a partner with Apple Valley News Now's Operation Best Friend. Pets adopted from Operation Best Friend segments come with a $50 gift card for use at Paws Natural Pet Emporium. Watch Wednesdays on Good Morning Northwest.
I just turned 37 and I found a lump. By the time that I had it checked out and was able to get in and see a doctor and all that, I was at stage 3. Part of the reason I think that I didn't go get it checked out right away is that I was really scared. When I got the call, it was gone. It was such a huge relief. Even if you don't feel that it's in you, that you have a lump or you have a reason to get checked, you are a woman, get checked.
Hi, Mo. I need your help. My humans were run off the road by a car that drove off. What should we do? The law says you have 72 hours to report it to law enforcement to make a claim on their insurance, so have them go do a police report? Thanks, Mo. You're the best, hun. I'll give Brumback and Autumn a call. That way, I can come see you.
Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog Tough.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Well, a new survey is sounding the alarm on a mental health crisis for healthcare workers around the country. Researchers from the CDC used data from a nationwide survey between 2018 and 2022. The report found nearly half of the health workers reported feeling burnt out in 2022, and reports of harassment at work more than doubled. Workers who reported being harassed were 5 times as likely to report anxiety compared to those who were not. The CDC report also revealed health workers face worse mental health outcomes compared to employees in other industries. The report comes on the heels of the largest healthcare worker strike in U.S. history. 75,000 unionized employees from Kaiser Permanente cited feelings of burnout and chronic staffing shortages during a walkout in multiple states. That study also found that health workers who trusted their management, had enough time to complete their work, and received support from supervisors were less likely to report burnout. The number of abortions increased in the United States over the last year. A new report from the Society of Family Planning found there were about 2,200 more abortions over the course of the year since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. But the decision heavily impacted where those abortions were performed. There were about 115,000 fewer abortions in the 17 states with total or 6-week bans in effect. That contrasts to the 33 states where abortion is still legal, recording nearly 117,000 more abortions. Experts say much of the increase came from patients who traveled from states with bans or restrictions. The new report didn't capture how widespread travel for an abortion has become. Coming up, we'll give you a few ways to keep your vehicle running smoothly this upcoming winter. And it's going to feel like winter overnight tonight as we see freezing temperatures. It's a weather alert day. We're going to get you ready for your Wednesday and what's to come. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the culinary collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Teens have drama. 1 more minute. Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
Monday night means football on Apple Valley News Now, as the Las Vegas Raiders head for Detroit to battle the Lions. Las Vegas takes on Detroit, followed by a special primetime edition of Apple Valley News Now. Watch Monday starting at 5.
October 31st, Live's Halloween show is coming. Next Live, Allison Williams, plus Live's countdown to Halloween continues.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We have made it to midweek. Hope you're having a good morning so far. And shower activity through most of our areas overnight. And we're also seeing most of our areas seeing freezing temperatures overnight tonight. So that's why we have a first alert weather alert day. Again, it is through next week, but we're just alerting you for the first freeze of the season. So shower activity moving through our areas. It's been in the blues for the past multiple hours. but most of our areas just seeing overnight showers, heavy at times, but moving through, and we're going to see much less showers as we move along in our day. It is going to be moving off into the east, and still more snow expected for the Cascades, and we expect, again, off and on showers, maybe just to the south of Pendleton through our evening tonight. And then tomorrow, much nicer conditions, some sunshine at times, and could see a quick shower or two as we get to Friday morning. We're going to keep a close eye on that, but looking mostly dry into our weekend, and our weekend is looking much nicer, but again, much cooler. 5 more inches of additional snow above 3,000 feet. We have that winter weather advisory until 5 o'clock tonight. We currently have traction tires advised in all of the passes for the Cascades. Even some snow piled up on the side. WashDOT did yet another good job. It is bare and wet on the road right now. So still seeing snow continuously falling there. So temperatures right now, we're mid to lower 40s, 38 for Ellensburg. Much cooler tomorrow. We're going to be, if not below, right around that freezing mark. So prepare for very cool temperatures tomorrow. And again, freeze warning till starts at 11 o'clock tonight till 9 a.m. tomorrow. Now, a freeze warning is for agricultural workers to know that they need to protect their crops, so you don't see these popping up too often after we get past the first freeze of the season. So as we move into our morning hours, we're seeing some winds starting to kick up, mid to lower teens. Could see mid to lower teens blues in mid-Columbia today. Light winds, though, start tomorrow into our weekend. So let's take a look at those highs. Mid-40s today, cooler than yesterday. 42 for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, right in those kind of all over the place. Upper 40s to mid to lower 50s. A little bit warmer the more south your city is. And in the Blue Mountain region, right around 52 for Walla Walla and Pendleton. 7-day forecast, and it is going to be chilly. Look at those overnight lows. We're not just getting to the freezing mark overnight tonight. We're staying there, even cooler, 10 degrees below the freezing mark starting Friday late night into our weekend. But that doesn't mean we'll see clear skies during the day. Partly cloudy skies for your Halloween next Tuesday. In the Tri-Cities area, get back to those upper 40s tomorrow, 50 degrees today. And we're looking to be much drier into our weekend and our next work week. Overnight lows, if not getting to the freezing mark overnight tonight, looks like we'll be just above it. We'll get to below it Thursday into Friday and then stay there for the weekend in those mid-20s. And Kitty in the jack-o'-lantern, maybe a little bit more cloud coverage for your Halloween, at least on our extended forecast. For today, these showers this morning will be moving to the east. A scattered shower or two is possible, but highs mid-40s to mid-50s. But chilly conditions, bitterly cold conditions overnight tonight with that freeze warning. You are going to be right around that freezing mark overnight tonight, and we're going to stay there in our overnight lows for the week ahead. So prepare for the freeze to begin tonight.
With winter conditions on the way, your travel plans could be affected if your vehicle isn't ready for the snow and ice. According to Washington State Patrol, this is a good time to check your tires and their tread depth. If you need new ones, WSP recommends purchasing a new set of tires before the freezing rain and snow hits. The cold weather could negatively impact your battery condition. You'll want to carry chains if you plan to travel over the mountain passes. WSP also encourages people to slow down when driving in winter conditions.
Anytime that the road gets either wet, frozen, or snow on it, the number one thing we see is people are driving way too fast for the roadway conditions. If the speed limit's 70 miles an hour on the interstate and it's got an inch of snow on it, you may have to drive 40, 50 miles an hour.
Trooper Thorson says if you have to travel in inclement weather, make sure to drive with a full tank of gas in case you get stranded. It's also a good time to prep your garden for the colder temperatures. According to Dennis Fife with the WSU Master Gardener program, not only should you be blowing out your drip lines, but it's a good time to harvest some of your more temperature-sensitive fruits and vegetables. He says not to worry about whether they're fully ripe because some will continue to ripen after they're picked, like bell peppers and tomatoes. Fife also encourages gardeners to plant a cover crop to replace some of the plants they remove.
Planted what was called mustard, along with a little bit of clover with it. And the mustard, it will act as a fumigant and help with the bad nematodes and stuff. potato industry uses a lot.
Fife says it's also a good time to clear out any yard waste and debris in order to avoid giving pests somewhere to live during the winter. If you have any questions, Fife says the WSU Master Gardeners are always willing to answer any of them. They're available May through October, and you can call in for advice or bring in a sample in person to their office. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the Benton Franklin Humane Society is stopping by to introduce us to this week's subject for Operation Best Friend. That's a live look right now at butter.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Take a trip back in time at the Uptown Antique Market. Nearly 30 individual vendors with an amazing variety of inventory, from furniture to clothing, housewares to home decor, memorabilia, and much, much more. New inventory arriving daily at the Uptown Antique Market in Richland's historic Uptown.
Bruno! Bruno! Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $389 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Paws Natural Pet Emporium is proud to be a partner with Apple Valley News Now's Operation Best Friend. Pets adopted from Operation Best Friend segments come with a $50 gift card for use at Paws Natural Pet Emporium. Watch Wednesdays on Good Morning Northwest.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune new tonight.
Come on, big money! And our stars know exactly what to do to win big.
You seem happy to be here.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune new tonight on ABC.
Join us Saturday, November 11th from 4 to 8 p.m. as Bubbles and Bites returns to the Walter Clore Wine and Culinary Center in Prosser. Spend the evening sipping on local sparkling wines while sampling sweet and savory bites from regional chefs. Be sure to stock up on your favorite wines for holiday parties and gifts. Tickets for Bubbles and Bites are just $25 and on sale now at tourprosser.com. Space is limited. Get your tickets today.
Next ET, our sweet celebration. With the American Idol crew.
It's an ET exclusive.
Plus,
It's E.T. from Disneyland.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's the greatest harvest on earth. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for Operation Best Friend, where we get to the pleasure of introducing you to a pet that's up for adoption at a local shelter. Liz Howard joins us from the Benton Franklin Humane Society. Liz, tell me about Butter.
Butter is a 3-year-old lab mix, and he has been at the Benton Franklin Humane Society for about 2 years. He is an amazing dog who needs the perfect home that can give him a lot of love, attention, and help develop his manners, just like everyone, right?
Yeah, and can you tell me about any of his fun quirks?
Yeah, so Butter is a lover of water. He has had a lot of experience on boats, so that's one of his favorite things to do. He would do best in a home that doesn't have any cats or small children, but could be okay with the perfect dog friend.
Perfect. And what type of home would best suit Butter?
Yeah, so in addition to no cats and the perfect dog friend, again, not children and low energy, because he does suffer from a very small ligament issue, so stairs, not ideal for Butter.
Gotcha. And if people are interested in adopting Butter, how can they get involved?
Yeah, so you can find out more about Butter, all of our adoptable pets, at our website, which is www.bfhs.com. And Butter's adoption fee is $55.
Perfect. And we should mention that whoever ends up adopting the pet that we feature here on Operation Best Friend will receive a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. So if you're looking for a new best friend, Butter right here may fit right in with your family. He's located with the Benton Franklin Humane Society. Thank you, Liz, and thank you, Butter. Coming up, the chaos in the House of Representatives could be coming to a close as the House is expected to vote on the latest nominee later today.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
Exciting news! US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man, it's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
Now you can get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Sleep Shop and Furniture has expanded. To celebrate, all living room furniture is up to 35% off. A queen-size gel mattress for only $399 on hand with immediate delivery. Up to 18 months seamless cash and no credit financing available. Quality furniture, affordable prices.
If people don't have a personal experience with hunger, they're not sure who our neighbors in need are. It ranges from babies all the way up to elders. Last year, we had about 800 folks coming in on a weekly basis, and now it's climbed up to 1,400. Food banks allow families to be able to use the resources that they do have to stay in a stable housing situation, pay their utilities, have enough gas to get to work, those kinds of things. And so the Hometown Food Drive is an annual collaborative event that our food bank and so many others have come to really rely on because we're able to serve so many more people. McCurley and Yokes, they have stepped up to the plate. If you can make a difference in the community at the same time, it's win-win. What you drive can drive change in the community.
See all our new vehicle specials, like on the new Mazda CX-90 at McCurleyMazda.com.
The nights are cooler, and many Yakima Valley residents still depend on wood-burning devices in their homes as their primary source of heat. New wood pellet stoves or electrical devices are much more efficient and are regulated to control emissions. They're cleaner burning and release fewer harmful air pollutants and carcinogens. Upgrade today with the help of Yakima Regional Clean Air Agency's Wood Stove Change-Out Program. With rebates up to $3,800, you could get a new device at little or no cost to you if you qualify. Call today.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
After over 3 weeks without a speaker, the House of Representatives is set to vote on the Republican Party's newest nominee. And for the first time in nearly 5 years, former President Donald Trump and his former lawyer Michael Cohen were in the same room as Cohen testified in the civil case against former president.
It's a weather alert day with a freeze warning throughout our areas tonight. I'll get you prepared to my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. It's midweek. Oh, it's exciting.
It's midweek. We had a little puppy in here earlier.
I don't
know about puppy. He's a little older than that.
yeah, but needs a home. So
needs a home.
Let's find, was it a him or her?
Him.
A him. Let's
Butter.
find him. Oh, Butter.
Love that name.
Butter. Okay, I love it. Butter, that's an interesting name. I like that. I've never heard that for a pet. I like that.
I don't think I have either.
Let's take a look outside. I've heard of butters, but not butters. So, anywho, let's take a look. We have quite a bit of wetness out there for really all of our areas. Rain has stopped for most of our regions, but still you're going to find it on the ground, so be careful. We have freezing temperatures that are going to start overnight tonight, all of our areas, and it's going to be remaining with us at least through most of next work week. So freezing temperatures are here, and we have that first weather alert because we want to get you prepared for the first freeze of the season. So shower activity still kind of meandering off into the east. We'll see scattered showers off and on today, but very light if it does come. We still have more snow in the Cascades. They expect 5 more inches of snow today. So as we move along in the morning, we are in the mid-40s for your high today for Yakima, so about 10 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. Lower 50s for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region as we're trying to hold on to some of the heat, but we're going to lose it by tomorrow. And as I said, we have freezing temperatures overnight tonight for most of our cities, even cooler today and scattered showers. I'll get you prepared for that and a chilly weekend, which is looking nice in my first alert weather forecast, but for right now I'm going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Representative Mike Johnson is the latest Republican attempting to be the next Speaker of the House. The full House is meeting today to vote on Johnson, the 4th GOP congressman looking to grab the gavel. More than 3 weeks have passed since Representative Kevin McCarthy was kicked out as House Speaker, and since then the House has basically been at a standstill, unable to pass legislation, even with the threat of a government shutdown looming next month. Johnson says lawmakers will head to the House floor today to make his speakership official, which means Congress can then get back to work.
This is the closest that we have come to being able to cross that finish line. So I think Mike's got the ability to do that. Broad support across the conference, and I'm glad that we're finally able to be at this point. It's been very frustrating for everybody. Those of us here, as we've gone back home, people are very frustrated. They don't understand it, don't know why we can't come together. So I wish it hadn't taken this long. It's a process we had to get through, and we're there.
Johnson told reporters last night that he is, quote, very confident that he will be confirmed as Speaker on Wednesday. Special counsel Jack Smith has granted Mark Meadows immunity in the case against former President Trump for trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election. That's according to a new report from ABC News, which also says Meadows has met with federal prosecutors several times. He reportedly told investigators he did not believe the 2020 election was stolen, and he thinks Trump was dishonest in claiming victory. The exact nature of the deal Meadows has made with prosecutors is not clear. Usually such deals provide immunity from prosecution if defendants cooperate fully with investigators and testify under oath. Meadows' attorney has not commented on the matter. Trump is pleading not guilty for trying to overturn the results of the election. Donald Trump's former attorney and fixer, Michael Cohen, took the stand Tuesday in the former president's civil fraud trial in New York. He told the court he and former Trump Organization CFO Alan Weisselberg manipulated the company's financial documents. Cohen said Trump would tell them what he wanted his net worth to be. Then they would reverse engineer asset valuations to achieve that number. The $250 million trial centers around whether Trump's company inflated asset values to get better terms on commercial loans. Cohen also told the court he lied to Congress in 2017 when he claimed he only spoke to Trump about the Trump Tower Moscow project 3 times. He said it was actually 10 times, and he lied about it because Trump allegedly asked him to. Cohen said Ivanka Trump, Jared Kushner, and others helped him draft that statement. Cohen's testimony reportedly marked the first time in 5 years Cohen and Trump have been in the same room.
This is not about Donald Trump versus Michael Cohen or Michael Cohen versus Donald Trump. This is about accountability, plain and simple, and we leave it up to Judge Engoron in order to make all the determinations on that.
The New York Attorney General's office responded to complaints from one of Trump's attorneys that members of the AG team exposed him to COVID. Trump's legal team says one of its members and 4 of the AG's team members have tested positive. The AG's office says it followed CDC guidelines and notified the court, and the defense decided on their own not to wear masks. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
It's a weather alert day as freezing temperatures are on the way. I'll let you know how long they're going to last in my first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, popular dating app Tinder is rolling out a new feature that could allow your friends to help you find love.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
In selecting a qualified attorney to help you on your injury claim, remember you have the final choice out of many who are now advertising. So consider the attorney's length of experience, reputation for having satisfied clients, and competence of his or her team.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $5,500 on a new 2023 all-electric EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive. Now just $48,999. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
No matter where life takes you, how it changes you or how you change your life, I want you to always come back to remembering our love.
Maybe everything is different, maybe not all bad, where the main things are centered to help us come around. Oh, love is the common ground.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Bruno! Bruno! Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $389 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Allen Brecky Law Offices is familiar with the everyday pain and worry of victims injured in accidents. They understand what you're going through and have the resources to protect what is rightfully yours.
Monday night means football on Apple Valley News Now, as the Las Vegas Raiders head for Detroit to battle the Lions. Las Vegas takes on Detroit, followed by a special primetime edition of Apple Valley News Now. Watch Monday starting at 5.
October 31st, Live's Halloween show is coming. Next Live, Allison Williams, plus Live's countdown to Halloween continues.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Good news for Tinder users. You don't have to screenshot profiles anymore to share with your friends. The app kind of now does it for you.
Is that something people did?
The dating app has a new feature called Tinder Matchmaker, where you can invite friends or family to check out your potential matches.
So it works like this. If you see someone you want an opinion on, you can send a link to up to 15 people. Wow. Then they can log into Tinder as a user or guest and recommend the person if they like them.
After that, you'll be able to check out the profiles your friends have given their blessings for. Of course, as always, those people will have to like you too, or it's no match. So mom may be able to steer you in the right direction, but she still can't talk you up to potential dates.
So, you know,
it is something that people do. Screenshot the profiles,
Yes.
send it to somebody else.
Well, and make sure, will this person be compatible with my friends? Because
Exactly.
sometimes you're too close to the situation.
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right. Well, good luck to everybody. Quick look outside. I'm going to get you ready for a weather alert day. That is today. That's coming right up.
Dozens of states have sued Instagram's parent company Meta over addictive features that lead to youth mental health harms. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
From Apple Valley News Now, This is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Just the first light of the morning, and we're going to see quite a bit of cloud coverage today. Now, we've seen quite a lot of shower activity come through, but we're really talking about, for our alert day today, freezing temperatures. It's our first freeze of the season, all of our areas through next week. And tonight, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, will be our first freeze for many of our cities. So we just want to get you ready for that. So shower activity starting to move along, but we're seeing some heavy showers starting to come down in the Walla Walla area just north of Pendleton. So do get ready for quite a bit of shower activity for the next hour or so there. Then most of the shower activity is going to be moving on into the east, and we'll be seeing just a couple of scattered showers coming in, especially to the south of Pendleton through this morning. As we get to Thursday, nicer conditions, and into Friday morning, could see a scattered shower or two. But besides that, we're looking to dry up into our weekend. So hopefully we won't see any snow in our areas, but we do have 5 more inches expected today. They have that winter weather advisory in the Cascades. That is good until 5 o'clock tonight. And let's take a look at Snoqualmie Pass right now, or at least quite recently. All that snow has been moved off into off the roads, and it's just bare and wet right now on the roads. Still a little bit of snow going on there off and on today, and traction tires are advised for all of the passes in the Cascades. So temperatures right now mid to lower 40s for most of our areas. Upper 30s for Yakima and Ellensburg. Expect to be around the freezing mark, even below it for some of our cities by this time tomorrow. So chilly conditions are here, folks, for the first time this season. Freeze warning tonight into tomorrow morning. Again, this is for agricultural workers to know that their crops are in danger to freezing temperatures overnight, so they can take steps to protect them, so you won't see too many more freeze warnings after the first freeze of the season. So as we get into the rest of our morning, we do expect to see winds 10 to 15 mile per hour today for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, not so much in Yakima or Ellensburg. We'll see light winds for all of our areas starting tomorrow into our weekend. So highs today, mid to lower 40s in the Yakima Valley, including Ellensburg. In the Mid-Columbia, upper 40s, mid 40s for Hotspot, Hermiston, and 50 for the Tri-Cities. And over in the Blue Mountain region, right around 52. 7-day forecast for Yakima, mid 40s pretty much for the week ahead. That includes Halloween with Kitty and the jack-o'-lantern there next Tuesday. Best chance for showers are this morning, and then we'll see drying conditions, but those clearing skies mean very chilly temperatures overnight. Look at that, 21 Friday into Saturday. The chill is on. In the Tri-Cities, we're going to be in those upper to mid 40s for the week ahead. A little warmer today and a little warmer in our overnight period overnight tonight. So not just at the freezing mark, but we'll see below the freezing mark starting Thursday late night. So folks, get ready for these morning showers to come to an end, maybe a scattered shower or two today, but cool conditions today, even cooler tomorrow, and that first freeze of the season overnight tonight.
Dozens of states are suing Meta, the parent of Instagram, over the addiction and harm the social media platform allegedly causes young people. A federal lawsuit was filed in California Tuesday by more than 30 attorney generals. The states allege Meta's products have harmed young users' mental health with its addictive features such as infinite news feeds and frequent notifications, and that Instagram has contributed to a mental health crisis in the United States.
Meta is well aware of these harms, yet it continued to develop and implement these features, this behavioral cocaine, to make its platform increasingly addictive to more and more young people.
The federal lawsuit marks the latest attempt by states to rein in large tech platforms over fears that social media companies are fueling a spike in youth depression and suicidal ideation. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Miracle Dog Rescue.
He wouldn't let up, and he kept on, really jumping with both paws on me, making sure that I was up.
It was that unusual 5 a.m. wake-up call from her dog. Amanda Tanner says turned out to be life-saving. The family's adopted border collie began leading Amanda's husband down to their 17-year-old son Gabriel's room.
I was on my way to get back to my room to sleep. I just felt like everything was around me. It was like caving around me.
Magnified, huh?
Yeah.
They didn't know at the time, but Gabriel was experiencing a stroke. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you much more about Gabriel's recovery and
sit,
his guardian angel. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
My name is Josh Sanabria, and I'm the owner at Isla Veterinary Boutique Hospital. I was 5-6 years of age, and I knew I was going to be a vet. Once Alexandra called me to let me know that Bank of America had approved my loan, it was important to me.
We not only just provide the financing piece, we do everything that we can to surround them with the right people.
All you need is a perfect, amazing team that will guide you through the right steps to be successful, and that's what Bank of America was for me.
Had enough?
No, arthritis.
Here, Aspercream arthritis.
Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods.
Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspercream.
How you start your day defines the rest of it. Start it with Philips Sonicare, with expertise and with the total confidence that you've done everything for your health. So you know you will always get it right. Philips.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. First, just in this morning, the East Valley School District is now on a 2-hour delay due to a power outage. Again, the East Valley School District is now on a 2-hour delay. For the first time, Yakima County Fire District 5 is asking voters to approve an $18 million bond on the upcoming November 7th ballot. The plan is for the money to be used to replace older equipment and renovate 3 fire stations that are nearly 70 years old. The current facilities don't have modern decontamination facilities, meaning it's much more difficult to remove carcinogens as well as medical products that stick to their clothing and skin and can negatively impact their health. 33-year-old Matthew Hammond of Walla Walla has been arrested and booked into the Walla Walla County Jail on probable cause in connection with a fire at 409 West Reese Avenue on August 7th. Yesterday, Hammond was located and arrested for arson in the 2nd degree, burglary in the 2nd degree, and malicious mischief in the 2nd degree. Other fires in the area over the past several months are still being investigated. The sentencing of Gabriel Valdez took place yesterday after a guilty plea to 2 counts of rape of a child in the 1st degree. Valdez was first charged in November of 2017, and a nationwide warrant was issued for his arrest after he failed to appear in court in 2019. In 2020, Valdez was found and arrested in Louisiana and extradited back to Benton County. Yesterday, Valdez was sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of release after 236 months. The first of a pair of local traffic alerts affecting drivers in West Richland. This one, according to the Benton County Facebook page. Highway 224 between mileposts 5 and 6 in West Richland is closed this week. The closure is intended to allow crews to conduct utility work. A detour sends traffic to Paradise Way, Keene Road, and Rupert Road. The highway is scheduled to reopen Friday evening. Starting at 9 a.m. today, city contractors will begin paving Gage Boulevard and Steptoe Street. Work will cause temporary single-lane and double-lane closures on Gage Boulevard and both southbound and northbound full road closures on Steptoe Street until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, work will require northbound and southbound Steptoe Street closures between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Detours will be in place and drivers can expect delays. A Washington state lawmaker was arrested on a gun charge at Hong Kong International Airport Saturday in an incident that he says was an honest mistake. Republican State Senator Jeff Wilson appeared in the Sha Tin Magistrates Court Monday and was granted bail. Wilson said he did not remember he had packed his pistol in his briefcase, saying he, quote, discovered the weapon mid-flight between San Francisco and Hong Kong. The offense is punishable by up to 14 years in prison and more than $12,000 of a fine. The off-duty pilot accused of trying to shut down the engines of an Alaska Airlines plane mid-flight is facing 83 counts of attempted murder. 44-year-old Joseph Emerson claims he was on drugs at the time of the incident. Court documents say Emerson told officers he was having a nervous breakdown and had not slept in 40 hours. Emerson allegedly told authorities that he had taken psychedelic mushrooms before the flight. The federal charge, if convicted, carries a possible sentence of 20 years in prison.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Wet roads this morning as quite a lot of shower activity fell overnight tonight or last night. And we also have freezing temperatures coming overnight tonight. So thus, our first freeze of the season. It is a weather alert day. And we're going to be staying below the freezing mark for much of the week ahead, if not for the week ahead. Shower activity starting to rumble out of our area. Still heavy rain through Walla Walla and just to the north of Pendleton. Snow in the upper elevations of the Blue Mountain region and in the Cascades. So a lot going on. Winter weather advisory till 5 o'clock tonight for the Cascades. 5 more inches are expected to fall. So quite a lot of snow in the mountains. We also have traction tires advised for the Cascade passes, and all that snow has been moved off into the side. So WashDOT again doing a fantastic job. So as I said, we do have freezing conditions overnight tonight into tomorrow. So these temperatures will be much cooler tomorrow at this time. We're in the mid to lower 40s, some upper to mid 30s, Ellensburg and Yakima. Freeze warning tonight, 11 p.m. until 9 a.m. So get ready for that first freeze of the year. It is going to be chilly for the next couple of days at least. So our highs today, mid 40s to lower 40s for much of the Yakima Valley and Ellensburg. Mid-Columbia, upper 40s. Tri-Cities 50, Hermiston our hot spot at 54, and over in the lovely Blue Mountain region, lower 50s. So do get prepared for that freezing temperatures, or at least near it overnight tonight. And we're going to stay below the freezing mark for the week ahead in our overnight period. Back to you.
Thanks for watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next, and your local news is back tonight at 5.